Hi! On the Woodpecker today, I'm starting a series on the construction of our daughter's house. Our daughter bought this vacant lot near us. They want to build this house here. I'm going to help them as much as I can. But before that, I want to clear something up for people who don't live in Canada. Even if all the speed limits are in kilometers per hour, the distances between towns are in kilometers, and the land survey measurements are in meters, as you can see here, well, all the house plans are in inches and feet. This is due to the fact that we used to export a lot of our construction lumber to the south of the border. But with their new administration, we're not doing that anymore. The very first thing Eric does is cut this half-dead birch. But don't worry, I will cut some planks from the good parts. As you will see in the upcoming images, the bulk of the job is done by Eric. As a matter of fact, his job is to build houses, as you can see on our grandchildren's t-shirts. Just after that, René and I went to rest at the cottage, as we always do over there. While we were gone, they managed to get their foundation excavated. They had the basement concrete form erected and the concrete was poured. Finally, they even had time to waterproof the concrete, put some insulation over it, and started putting some waterproof membrane before I was able to help finish the job. As you can see here, the footing is 4 feet under the ground level to be protected from freezing. When the membrane is in place, the excavator returns to backfill around the foundation. They also bring sand to fill inside the garage. This excavator inspired me, and soon after that, I got my mini excavator. I used it to dig for the other garage they want to build later on. As a matter of fact, this is a good practice because a couple of days later, we're back at the cottage and I'm digging for our new outhouse. And since they were missing some materials to continue their construction, they came and rested with us. But eventually, they received their joists. Before we can put them in place, we need to cut some notches into the concrete. Finally, it's time to cut some wood. This is one of the beams that will hold the joists. In fact, this is engineered wood. It's just like plywood, but the layers are all in the same direction. A beam will be made with 3 of these screwed together with structural screws. Here you can see the 3 layers. We have to repeat this for the second beam. Now we're ready to put the joists in place. In one day, we managed to install all the joists. On the next day, it's raining, and I know that my daughter is made of sugar and dislikes the rain, so I figured they would take a break. But I was wrong, because they glued and nailed all the floors wafer board without me. With the floor, we can make the walls. We begin by making some stairs. As you will see here, I'm mostly cutting out the wood for Eric. Here's a structure for the first wall. After making sure it's square, we install some wood fiber panels over it to keep everything square, insulate a bit, and cut some of the outside noise. One of my tasks is to cut those sheets when needed. Eric takes care of the rest. The next day we install the outside vapor barrier. To hold it in place, we nail some nailing strips. Then comes the most difficult part of it all, lifting this 32-foot long wall straight. With the help of a jack, the four of us managed to lift it, but it wasn't easy. It's the first time I've done something like that. I was super nervous that the wall would tip over. When it's straight, Eric nails it to the ground. This is only the first wall. There are a lot more of them to build. It's time to cut some wood. And nail them together. Another wall ready. This one is easier to lift straight. When both walls are straight, they're locked together with another 2x8. And as you will see here, we don't skimp on the nails we use. And it's time to make more walls. While Eric nails everything together, I cut more wood. One by one, the walls are going up. If you say to yourself that this house is quite complicated, you're not alone, because that's exactly what I said to Eric. But since he's a pro, it's just like another Tuesday for him. Each wall is made the same way, but is just different in size. I figured that you can see how many nails are used into each wall. To give you a better idea, here's Eric nailing the small wall between the house and the garage. This is only the nailing part, because each stud is carefully put in place. Making one wall takes a lot of time. There are many walls to this house. Compared to Eric, I look like I'm sleeping on the job when I nail something. This is the last wall we help to make before we head back to the cottage. Yes, again. We have to cut down the trees that died during the year and brush cut the road again. But when we'll come back, we will continue to help Chantal and Eric, and you will see that in another episode of The Woodpecker.